So, good evening, everyone. And today I have with me a bunch of ladies who will share their stories about their lives. So, what we will do is we'll share snippets from our life, and it can be in the form of creative, through music, through writing. So, just wait and watch. And to begin with, let me share with you about how my journey has been as a woman. And when I was sitting down, I thought कि मैं क्या लिखूं, and I love writing poems, a newfound love recently, and मुझे लगा मैं poem लिखूं, so let me just read it out to you. A little girl, carefree and ecstatic, one who believes in magic. She is a rock star and takes the world as her stage, has nothing to worry at her age. Lo, behold, she slowly grows into a woman, still wishes her life to be full of fun. Society and situations bother her. Oh, please, don't tell her what to do, sir. One day, an angel came to her in her dreams, whispered to her, "Meet me downstream." She followed her and was mesmerized by the beauty of the place. Stepping closer, she realized she was looking at her own face. The angel was her, the inner self. How does she touch base with herself? Bringing out the child in her was the way. Shouldn't we all do this? What do you say? I am a human and a woman, and I'm quite proud of it. You want to hear my story? Come, sit. So that's my poem, and I'm so blessed to have all these ladies who have taken out their time, and we are going to have some fun today. Next, I will be inviting Khushbu, and she is the person who actually brought all of us together. It was a call of Khushbu that Somrita, we should do this do something like this. Then got us started. So Khushbu, welcome.
I'm Khushbu Jha, and today I'm a very strong lady. Yes, I can very proudly say that I'm very strong, both in a way and both out a way. Well, I have transformed myself and I am a kind of a person full of strength, and I have revived, I have transformed to help out others. That if a woman with all the failure stories, with all the obstacles can revive, anybody can do that. And today I am a breakthrough coach, I can proudly say that. I did Reiki healing just to, when those situations were tough, I just did this Reiki healing, to transform myself first in a both emotional and, so that I can deal the surroundings very well. And today I'm a kind of woman who can lift up the women very easily, and that I'm able to speak so confidently among these 12 beautiful ladies. It's just because I first chose that no, Khushbu, you have to make yourself the priority. And the best caption is the Kareena Kapoor's caption that I am my favorite. Yes, until you make this caption perfect, this caption your priority, you won't be able to love yourself. And what I am today is just, I can tell you, I have been reformed with my own experiences, with my own stories inspired me. If I go in depth, well, time is very less and we have lots of people to say. So my own stories have always inspired me, and still I am going from here, here and here. So the transformation is going on. And I'll just tell you, all the ladies out there, few things just remember. Keep yourself priority always. Always. Means be yourself. Love yourself the most. Secondly, I'll just tell you, don't give that framework in anybody's hand. Means don't let anybody decide your framework, your areas, your, key to happiness. Decide yourself. Keep that framework within you and keep that space for yourself, and you be your own creator, be your own reason for a smile, be your own reason to happiness. Okay? And last line, be a woman for a woman. Because if these 12 can come up to uplift each other, then we all together can transform the entire society. So on this eve of auspicious eve of Women's Day, I'll just tell you, I can just promise yourself that whoever is around, whatever situation is there, a single woman, if you can bring in change in her, means you have succeeded. So happy Women's Day to all of you. And tomorrow, please, we all can, those who are in Ranchi, we all can get just meet up and have a coffee, right? So thank you, Somrita. I'm just moving on with the next participant. That is a very bubbly girl, a very sweet girl, Neelam.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Neelam Bua from Mumbai. दीवारें ऊंची हैं, गलियां हैं तंग, लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँवों पे छाए है सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग, बेखौफ आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है कहना मुझे, बेखौफ आजाद है मिलना मुझे. We are celebrating Women's Day in 2021 itself is a remarkable state. So फिर किसकी जंग? I introspected myself and received an answer as self-beliefs and self-limitations. I am blessed to born in a liberal family who all have supported me in each and every choices I have made so far. So now, in this time, I encouraged myself and all lovely ladies around me to attempt and gradually make a habit of self-care and love, through which we will foresee that it's true. Sky is the limit. Now here, I would like to quote 2 sentences from Alif Band. तुम्हें मालूम नहीं तुम कौन थे, तो कैद नहीं जो इजाजत. Thank you and happy Women's Day to all. And now I would like to invite a very beautiful soul, Priya.
So, what to share about me? A normal childhood, happy married life, everything was going like a fairy tale. Blessed with 2 sons. And then in 2013, life changed. I lost my younger son to an illness, and that was one that was the time when my life shattered. समझ ही नहीं आया, सोचा ही नहीं था कभी जिंदगी में ऐसा भी हो सकता है, एकदम से अंधेरा आ गया जैसे. लेकिन the way my son lived, faced his life challenges, his illness, the attitude of never give up, always smiling. So, and he was not even 13 when he moved on, and he made such an impact on this world. People wrote so much about him, and and that made me realize कि क्यों रो रही हो तुम? And there was so much written about him, with a view to compile everything that was written about him, I started a page in his memory. And that page actually started giving hope to many. It actually started saving lives. And that gave me a renewed purpose in my life. He taught me how to live life, how to live every moment. And then, children started getting connected to me, shared their problems. There were so many children who were on the verge of giving up their lives. And, they found someone to, with whom they could share, someone who could listen to their problems. And then I also, I realized I started reaching out to people who were on a similar journey as mine. And I realized that parents don't want to live, especially the mothers. They were not willing to live after the loss, after such a loss. So, that made me a renewed purpose in life. And, एक बच्चा खोया, बहुत बच्चे मिले, इतने बच्चे मिल गए, और इतने लोगों का मैं हाथ पकड़ना चाहती थी. और प्रणव ने मुझे सिखाया, क्योंकि it was his mission in life to make a difference. And I realized he has chosen me to carry forward his legacy. And then that page not only gave me, helped me in my grieving process, it helped in saving many, many lives. It's inspirational, Pranav, on Facebook. Do check it on. And then yoga came my way. Again, it got me connected to my inner self, and then coaching. And through yoga and coaching, now again, I am trying to get connected to my inner self and helping people to connect with themselves, believe in their self, believe in, their uniqueness, believe in they can do everything in life. And that spur of moment when we think about, giving up in life, that moment, you have to realize how unique you are, how special you are. And my mission in life is to spread this message of hope and happiness, and to never give up. Never give up in life, because you matter. Because you matter. And, we all know that a child is born out of a mother, but here is a mother who is born out of her son. Priya Pranav Gupta, born out of her son, Pranav Gupta. Smiling, happy, with a mission, with a purpose in life, moving forward with a smile, with spreading joy, happiness, and never give up, because you matter. Thank you. And now let me introduce you to a wonderful, wonderful person, Sutapa, the lady who actually touched the skies. So over to Sutapa.
I'm Sutapa Nandi. I'm happily married, mother of an 8-year-old daughter. And today I wish to connect with all of you, share my journey as a woman. So my journey started basically from a cabin crew to an entrepreneur. My journey from cabin crew, it started at the age of 21 when I joined Oman Air, and I was placed in Oman, Muscat. Muscat is the capital of Oman. And the fun fact is, I never grew up, or it never fascinated me basically to be a flight attendant. I just applied for the cabin crew role, thinking that 2 years maximum, I'll just fly and look for some other opportunity in life. But what started as 2 years went on and on to be the best and beautiful 14 years of my life. So for most people, yes, it's rightly said that sky is the limit, but for flight attendants, sky is our home. That's a very beautiful thing we believe in. During all these 14 years of my flying career, every job has its pros and cons, but I'll not go into the the negative part of flying. I would rather focus on the positive aspects, and I would like to share the beautiful things what I love about flying. I love the breakfast in London, the shopping in Paris, the massage of Thailand, the nasi goreng of Malaysia, and the smooth wines of Germany. Most of all, I loved connecting with different team members in every single flight. Many people, they spend their whole life, in one city, meeting the same people, or working with the same group of people every day. But here I was meeting different amazing people from different culture, different countries every single day. That was the beauty of this job. So I met many celebrities from Bollywood, Hollywood, and I also performed in the Middle East IFA Awards. So yes, this job gave me a lot of things. The skills and the experience which I picked up in the role as a cabin crew, actually it helped me to find my true strengths, my capabilities and my passion. And from there, I moved on to a cabin director because everybody needs to grow in life, career-wise, profession-wise. So I jumped into the cabin director role where I was leading the team of cabin crew. But that's not where I wanted to stop actually. So I moved on further and I became the grooming officer where it was a much more bigger role and I was responsible for the style, the image, the branding of the company. I was doing the makeup, the personality development of the whole crew population of the company. But then again, there used to be always a trigger point that, I want to do something of my own. And there was a point in life where I thought that I want to be my own boss. And there comes the entrepreneurship role. Recently, 6 months back, I shifted to India. That's when I started my new venture. Let me just give a short brief of the venture, what I did. It's basically an international restaurant chain. It's an Australian brand which is specialized in French cuisine. And just because I've opened it in India, I need to give an Indian twist. So it's basically a fusion of a French and Indian taste. And the name is the Crepe Cafe. Let me just tell you all, whosoever is in Ranchi, please do visit me in the Crepe Cafe. And it's a first in Jharkhand, the fifth in India, and definitely it's located in many of the other countries as well. And I always wanted to, do something of my own and something which is actually one of a kind. तो कुछ अपना करो तो ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है. So that's where, it always strikes me कि कुछ अपना आप करने का time आ गया है. And when I'm talking about my achievements, my success, if I conclude the story without mentioning about a person who has been a very great support and my strength always whenever what I wanted to do in my life, the story wouldn't be complete actually if I don't talk about my husband. So thank you so much, dear husband. and I just want to, I always follow few rules in life and I would like to share those rules with all of you as well. And it's like believe in yourself, embrace the failures because failures teach us a lot of things in life. That's how we learn. And learning is a continuous process. So make it a habit of every day, learn every day. And, instead of competing with somebody else, we should always be our own competitors. That's how we grow in life. So thank you so much, ladies, for listening to me and giving me this opportunity again. And wishing you all a very, very happy Women's Day. Thank you. Who wears a white coat with dignity and pride, for whom stethoscope is not just an instrument, it's her jewelry. Doctor is not just her prefix, it's her superpower. So presenting Dr. Anshu Singh with her story and her journey, which will inspire many of us. Dr. Anshu Singh.
Hi. So a very good evening to all. That was a very generous introduction, Satapa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And a very happy Women's Day to one and all. Uh, um, when I look at all of you, I feel all of you are smiling, isn't it? All of you look happy. So I wonder that being happy is that difficult, isn't it? Do you think so? Why am I coming up with that question is actually I work in a psychiatry hospital and there I have patients who are not bedridden. They don't have IV saline, ventilators attached to them. No, they walk with me, they talk to me, they sing nicely. But why are they there, Because they didn't know. Their brain didn't know how to hack happiness. That was a problem. And in today's world, what I see and what the stats say is depression is going to be a global epidemic. All of us are going through that phase. It's kind of, a common cold of mental illness. And if common cold is not treated, it can land into pneumonia and even grave situations. We all know that. So why not, just try to overcome it. Just talk it out. All of us are going through that phase. Let me tell you and let me ask you, while doing the laundries, actually do them? Or do you have your mind wandering to all the other imperfections that is going on in your life? Why do we only think about imperfections? So that is where we land up and we give our brain that opportunity to land into more of dementia kind of things happen. So don't think about those your brain can focus on. One is the focus brain. When you're parking car, does your mind wander that time? No, right? That time you're just focused. Your brain is focused. But mind wandering is almost 50 to 80% times of the days. Yes, I know it is. All of you must be wondering, but yes, it is. And right now on this planet, there are 2 to 3 billion people wandering and they have no idea as to where they are, what they are doing. So it's that scary. So don't live in that kind of phase because you're making that part of your brain more stronger. So try to overcome it. People say that मैंने बहुत पी लिया यार, मैं बहुत depressed feel कर रहा हूँ. There was one person in the hospital whom I met and I had a talk with him. Then I said, पी क्यों लिया? पीने से क्या होता है? Then he said that नहीं, actually what happened is I drank because I thought that my sorrows would drown. My sorrows would sink and drown, but they have learned how to swim. So there is no point. You can't escape. So just think and try to be happy. Try to respect yourself. I'll just sum up and I'll tell you ways to hack your brain for happiness. There's a rule, 5x5 rule. If you think that this particular thing is not going to matter in another 5 years, please don't spend even more than 5 minutes bothering or thinking about it. Soch liya, kar liya, khatm. Just forget it. Try to move on. And awareness of your own worth is very attractive quality. Be bold, be strong, be courageous, and just move on. Because I know where I was, I know where I have reached, and I know where I'm heading to. No one knows better than what I am. So thank you so much for this, and from now onwards try to stay happy, and if at all you have anything going on your mind, just talk it out. Don't treat it as a social stigma, please. It's going to land nowhere. Okay, so I hope some people, they try to understand this thing, and from now onwards you can just talk it out to whomever you feel comfortable with. Thank you so much.
Very nice, Anshu. Superb. Dr. Anshu.
Love the 5x5.
Yeah. So now I would like to call upon a lady with 6 yards of elegance and self-confidence is her best outfit. Just rock it and own it. Simi.
Thank you so much, Anshu, for the lovely introduction. Good evening to all the beautiful ladies out there. I'm Shawalima and I'm proud to be a woman. My catchline is, throw me to a pack of wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. I'm a typical Sagittarian who bubbles with confidence and with a never say die attitude and full of self-love. So I can relate to what Khushbu said. Okay, you have to be selfish. You have to love yourself first in order to love everyone. I'm an MBA in HR, but a teacher by choice. People think it's weird, but I value everything that I have in my life. And I feel blessed to be able to manage such a demanding profession by balancing the needs of my family. My message to all the women out there: be a leader and appreciate whatever you have in your life. Don't live someone else's life and someone else's idea of what womanhood is. It differs from person to person. Womanhood is you. It's everything that's inside you. So unleash the power and the potential of being a woman, along with the kindness and compassion that's inbuilt in all of us. And yes, let's always keep ourselves higher in our priority list and our to-do list. And thank you and cheers to womanhood. Happy Women's Day. Now I would like to introduce a very, very dear friend of mine, Pragya Goswami, who also was a semi-finalist in Mrs. India 2021. And being close to her, I know her journey, from how powerful a woman can be and what a woman can achieve if she wants to. So let's hear it from her. Pragya.
Hello friends, thank you Shamulima for this amazing intro, and good evening all. So when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. With this belief, I'm honored to introduce myself, Pragya Goswami, as a self-growth catalyst living in Mumbai with my 3 adorable kids and a loving husband. Since last 11 years, I'm doing my jewelry business under the brand name Revanche, and I'm also, since last 1.5 years, I am into life coaching, empowering women to identify their hidden potentials, to become extraordinary and magnificent. I'm a passionate singer also, and recently I achieved something which I had dreamt of somewhere in my childhood, which Shamulima actually told you guys, that I was a semi-finalist at the Mrs. India World 2021 pageant, which happened on 23rd January in Daman, here in Mumbai, near Mumbai. So to share my success story, I would like to say a few lines of a poem by Shri Amitabh Bachchan ji, our great superstar whom I really admire. नन्ही चींटी जब दाना लेकर चलती है, चढ़ती दीवारों पर 100 बार फिसलती है, उसकी मेहनत कभी बेकार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती, कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. So with this awesome lines, I believe and I would like to, on this International Women's Day, I would like to say to all my beautiful friends over here and all over the globe, that guys, if you have the passion in you and you have some dreams or aspirations in your life, trust me, no life challenges or outside entities can stop you from achieving that. Just have that passion in you, take consistent actions, and just believe in yourself. Self-belief can move mountains, and you will rock the world. The crown will be yours. Thank you so much. Thank you, Somrita, for giving me this opportunity. All the lovely friends over here for calling me here and sharing my journey with you all. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to call upon one of beautiful friends, Mahika Chaudhary, for sharing her journey. Thank you.
I'm a maternity, newborn, baby, as well as a fashion photographer. My husband is in Merchant Navy and I have a 14-year-old son. Okay, so today I don't want to tell a lot or thing about the success or anything. Rather, I'll share 1 or 2 pics from my photo shoot, and I'll share the stories that went behind those photo shoots. Somrita, can I have one of those photos, please?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. These twins, Naira and Nirvi. I did this photo shoot during the very initial years of my career. और आई वॉज वेरी एक्साइटेड कि ट्विंस आने वाली है. एंड दैट टाइम आई यूज टू डू ओनली आउटडोर्स. आई डिडंट हैव माई ओन स्टूडियो एंड आई यूज टू रिलाई टोटली ऑन नेचुरल लाइट. एंड आई वॉज सुपर एक्साइटेड कि मेरे पास ट्विंस आएंगी और मुझे उनका फोटो शूट करना है. आई वॉज डबल एक्साइटेड. So that day when they came and I had all the sets prepped, सब कुछ ready था. I was excited, I was ready. And the moment I started the photo shoot, it started raining. और इतनी तेज बारिश हो रही थी कि शूट रोकना पड़ा. I felt really bad. I felt like कि ये मेरी गलती की वजह से मुझे शूट रोकना पड़ रहा है. I blamed myself. Anyways, the parents were supportive. उन्होंने बिल्कुल भी बुरा नहीं माना. They agreed to reschedule the shoot. Next day हमने शूट किया और बहुत ही अच्छा शूट हुआ. They were happy. But I was feeling bad कि मेरी शॉर्ट कमिंग की वजह से ये शूट मेरे को reschedule करना पड़ा. I talked to my husband. फिर we accepted this challenge कि okay, not only accepted, rather we pondered upon this कि we should have our own studio so that कि बारिश हो, धूप हो, विंटर हो, कुछ भी हो, शूट कभी भी मेरी शॉर्ट कमिंग्स की वजह से ना रोकी जाए. तो स्नेहा and Nikhil, if you are hearing me, let me tell you, thank you for standing by me that time, and I'm so glad that you stood by me. And know this, you have been an important part of my journey. Can I have another pic, Somrita?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, this is another pic that was done 2 years back, I think. ये एक रांची की फैशन डिजाइनर रश्मि जायसवाल का शूट था. लॉट्स ऑफ ड्रेसेस वेयर देयर एंड वी हैड टू शूट फ्रॉम अर्ली मॉर्निंग टिल लेट इवनिंग. We were shooting somewhere near Kolkata and the weather was humid, very hot, very humid. और ये बहुत hectic shoot था. By the time of this photo, we all were tired. Models were also tired. Everybody was in the mood of giving up कि enough is enough. अब हम लोग wrap up करते हैं. But still I was insisting कि नहीं, दिवाली टाइम है. I am prepared for this shoot और ये मुझे करना ही करना है. So मैंने ये अपनी टीम के साथ मिलके सारा सेटअप रेडी किया. ये सब कुछ मैं रांची से लेके गई थी. जो भी फोटोज में दिख रहा है, all the decorative items, diyas, everything. जैसे ही हमने ये सब सेटअप किया, मेरी लाइट्स दे जस्ट डाइड. पूरी बैटरी डाउन हो गई थी. किसी तरह से हम लोग मैनेज करना चाह रहे थे बट इट वाज नॉट पॉसिबल. फिर द आइडिया केम, आई डोंट नो किसके माइंड में ये आया, बट कार की हेडलाइट ऑन करके फिर हमने ये शूट किया. एंड यू वुड नॉट बिलीव कि दिस शॉट वाज डन अंडर अ कार हेडलाइट. Naturally, diya were there and everything was there, but these are some of challenges and interesting stories. Actually, मेरे हर फोटो के बीच में कुछ ना कुछ story I can tell you, but time is very less. So only thing I want to share कि problems, difficulties, challenges, obstacles, these are not negative things. Actually, we learn from it and we should embrace all the challenges because when we face any challenge, any obstacle, it gives a unique solution. It makes us learn few things, not few, actually many things that we never knew before. So that was a few interesting things from my side, and I would like to call upon Viraja, who is an emotional intelligence coach, and let's hear her out. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful story from everyone, actually. Yeah, and it is like so many wow stories and inspirational stories from all. And all those beautiful ladies out there, and I'll share my bit too, and there'll be a few more coming after I do that, right? So yes, I am Virija Maganti. I am an emotional intelligence coach and a parenting coach, and I've just done my breakthrough life coach for women recently. Yeah, I am a mother of 2 handsome sons and a wife or life partner of an equally handsome husband, and a daughter of a dashing father, and a sister of a rockstar brother. Yeah. So that is the multiple roles most of us play, all of us are playing that. But somewhere, trying to be perfect in all these roles, we lose ourselves somewhere, right? So, as a woman, as an individual, I feel that we should keep our identity always with us, and don't lose the company of जो भी हो बाहर जो जिसके भी साथ आप रहो, but this company of me, myself, and I should always be there with you. Yeah. So if you are, someone has said that if you are, sad or bored in your own, alone, staying alone, you are definitely in bad company. Yes. So, like all of you all has said, it is very important that you love yourself, that you respect yourself. I absolutely and completely agree with all of you all. Yeah. So, let's say my journey, if anyone's in everyone's life, there are always ups and downs, and there is a time when everyone, sort of someone or somewhere or the other, we always hit a rock bottom in our life. Yeah. So everyone has experienced that. So we hit a rock bottom in our life, and sometimes we try to find a purpose in our life. What are we here for? हम यहाँ पे हैं किसके लिए? To me, coincidentally, me falling to rock bottom, a part of my life, and finding out what I need to do, my purpose of life, came out at just one incident. Yeah. So I did hit the rock bottom, and I knew that there was no other way to get up but to rise. And while rising, I found around me that people are, much, much worse of condition mentally and emotionally than I was. And then I thought कि हम तो गिरे जो इतने rock bottom गिरे थे हम तो उठ रहे हैं, why not lift everyone else also along with me? But for that I needed to heal myself first. If I heal, then only I can heal others, right? So that's what I did. And it was because I was diagnosed of a disease which had no cure as of now. I reinstate as of now because I'm always optimistic and hopeful. कहीं कभी ना कभी तो इसका cure आ ही जाएगा. Yeah. So I go with that thought in mind कि कभी ना कभी तो I will be cured. And I will say that once upon a time I had multiple sclerosis. Yes. So that would be my story. Yeah. So yes, I was going through that when I thought that I'll be not only healing myself and healing others too, and that became my mission, my vision in life, that I need to do something to heal others. And I have been fortunate that I have got those opportunity to reach out to people who need healing, be it children, be it adults. Yeah. And to all the women out there, I also would like to say that we are not in a competition with anyone, not with men. Men and women, nature has made us a lot, different, right? So we have our, likes and dislikes and, different natures and different choices. So instead of competing with each other, why don't we complement each other, right? We should complement each other instead of competing with each other. Yeah. And yes, whatever happens in life, jo bhi hai, you're like anything, difficulties, ups and downs. I always believe that, instead of feeling sad, it is okay to feel sad, yes. But then to come out of it is a choice. Yeah. So I just thought of do something over here. I don't know whether it'll be coming. Can you see this in the camera? I've seen a total sad face and with tears over here, right? Yeah.
So bring me your camera, Viraj ma'am.
Yeah. Can you see it?
Bring this near your camera. Yeah, now I can see. Yeah.
So instead of being like this always, and you want to be like this when you come across hurdles in life, or like this.
Super.
It's your choice. Your choice. Right? And I end that and leave it to you all. Happy Women's Day to everyone out there. And I next introduce you to Khilati Kanika. Yeah.
Okay, Kanika, ma'am.
Kanika,
Thank you, Viraja. And yes, so आपने जो खिलखिलाती बोला तो मेरे चेहरे पे वैसे ही खिलखिलाहट आ गई. Thank you so much for that introduction. It really means a lot. So good evening, one and all, and I am really thankful to Somrita, Khushbu, and everyone here for giving me this opportunity to come and share थोड़ी सी अपनी जिंदगी की कहानी, कुछ खट्टी कुछ मीठी. समय ज़्यादा नहीं है, so I'll not be able to share a lot, but then whatever थोड़ा थोड़ा जो आपके साथ I can share. So, friends, yes, life is all about sharing and experiencing the joys of living with like-minded people like we are here today. And to celebrate the International Women's Day, I am privileged to be among you all. And like I told, अपनी life की journey के बारे में कुछ बताने के लिए. Working as an HR professional, it requires you to understand people. It requires you to play multiple roles affecting the life of individuals. And as Viraja said, you play multiple roles in your personal life, as wife, as mother, as sister and daughter. Similarly, जब आप professional life पे आते हो, जब अगर आप एक HR professional हो, you act as a mentor, you act as a coach, you act as a counselor, sometimes influencing people's life, sometimes influencing them about their future, telling them what is right, कौन सी कंपनी में जाना चाहिए, अच्छी रिक्रूटमेंट क्या है, and at times also educating them, training them through different training them so that they can enhance their skills. उनको अलग अलग strategies, development strategies या development initiatives के बारे में आप बताते हो, and you take them through that journey. And so while I was doing all these things, I realized कि कहीं ना कहीं एक छोटा सा gap है, and I need to work upon myself to do that. And as a result, I decided to take up further education. I decided to enhance my skills. And that's where I took my PhD. And currently I'm pursuing my PhD in human resource and organizational behavior. Now, why I shared this with you all is because I'm a firm believer of learning, continuous learning throughout the life and evolving as a human being. Surely something that Sutapa mentioned while she spoke about the 3 points. The third point she mentioned was around continuous learning. Again, a believer. I believe that if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate the entire family. And as a result, you educate the entire nation. Not being feminist here, but then एक माँ ही है, एक बहन ही है, जो एक छोटे से बच्चे के साथ में घर पे रहती है जब उसके पिता बाहर जाके काम करते हैं. Though all of us are working individuals, but then we all know this responsibility that we've been taking care of. And for me, each day is an exploration, and it carries some beautiful memories which cannot be expressed in words. Some captured in forms of pictures and some emotions. And before I end and I call upon the next speaker, to all the superwomen here, your worth is not in the things you do. Your worth lies in your care and through. You go beyond your limits in life. You are so strong from inside. You sacrifice for that one smile that you see on the other face. You are there for people you love all the while. You are a true woman of substance. A big salute to you all in your life. Happy Women's Day to you all for being so pure and so true. Thank you. And बचपन से हमने दादी नानी की कहानियां सुनी है, and आज भी हम बहुत सारी कहानियां सुनते आते हैं. And personally, if you ask me, I enjoy listening to these stories. And as Somrita, she mentioned in her poem that she brings out a child in her. तो चलिए कुछ कहानियां हम सारिका से सुनते हैं, who is a storyteller and an emotional intelligence coach. Over to you, Sarika.
Thank you so much, Kanika. That was such a sweet introduction. And to begin with, I just want to first thank each and every one of you. You all have shared the most beautiful stories, and thank you for opening your hearts to all of us. And a little bit about me. I'm Sarika, and I am a passionate storyteller. So I'm a founder of my story club called Treasure Trove Story Club. And today I have gathered so many treasures through all your stories to take back in my trove, and I'm very, very fortunate and happy about that. So thank you so much, everyone. And amongst other things that I really love, I love to call myself a joy smith, because I believe that the power lies within us to create those little joys, not only for us, and when we have a lot of them, to be able to share it with others. I so believe in so many things which all of you have said. Like one of the things that really stands out to me, what Virja ma'am said, that you need to heal yourself first before you want to start healing others, and that is absolutely true. And when I talk about healing and being able to be a joy smith, it makes me go into a spiritual realm. And my spiritual journey actually began with reading some beautiful stories written by a magnificent Zen Buddhist monk named Thich Nhat Hanh. I can say I have only experienced his aura in the books and the stories I've read about him. And today I'm very happy to share this one special story which is very close to my heart. And when I read this story, I felt I could resonate with so many aspects of that story. So happy to share from this book named A Pebble for Your Pocket. And it's a beautiful story. This story is about Thich Nhat Hanh when he was just 11 years old. He was studying to become a monk at the monastery. And they were supposed to go for a little field trip up a mountain. And they were told that they would meet a hermit over there. Now little Thich Nhat Hanh was actually dedicating his life to becoming like Buddha. And he thought that a hermit would be someone like Buddha. He was super excited to go up the mountain with all his friends. And that is when he started planning for the next day that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That day dawned, and with all of his friends, they all left to go up the mountain. And what happened is, in the excitement of going up, he and a couple of his friends, they just strayed away from the entire group and they just ran up the mountain. And at 11, he was so full of energy that climbing the mountain wasn't so tiring. But in his book he writes that today when I reflect back on that, I feel I didn't know that I could have enjoyed that journey with the flowers and the trees and the chirping birds and just plainly enjoying the company of my friends. He said that today when I have grown big, I realized the importance of all of that. So then they finally reached the top of the mountain, and on the way they had almost finished all their water. And when they went up, they did see a nice beautiful hut made of bamboo and straws, but there was nobody inside. Now Thich Nhat Hanh was very, very disappointed because he was so looking forward to meet this hermit, and he couldn't sleep the previous night thinking of the joy. He already had so many questions he wanted to ask the hermit and so many things he wanted to talk, and here there was nobody. So in that disappointment, he just was in another world of thoughts, and he again strayed away from his friends. And while he was walking through that path, he suddenly heard the sound of dripping water, which felt like some wind chime very sweetly playing, and he completely got drawn in the direction. When he reached there, he saw a beautiful natural well, and when he looked down the well, he could see all the way to the bottom. It was crystal clear. The water looked so refreshing and inviting, and he was so thirsty. He just scooped up some water with both his palms and he drank. When he drank, he had experienced the best water, the taste, the sweetness in the world. And in his book, he specifically writes that I think my thirst was never quenched in any better way than at that moment. And he said I felt so much bliss, and he said I was left with no desire at all. And he said it is such a beautiful moment when you don't desire anything. You're just so happy in that moment. And that was a feeling of joy that he had. And even for us, जब हम बहुत थक जाते हैं या हम बहुत प्यासे and we drink few drops of water also, you feel so good and relaxed. So this 11-year-old Thich Nhat Hanh just lied down on the grass next to the well, and he just fell asleep. He must have slept for just a couple of minutes, and then he heard somebody call his name. And he got up and he realized, oh my god, my friends will be worried and I need to go. But while he was getting up, he wondered that, was this the hermit? Did Buddha disguise the hermit for me in the form of a well? And did he meet me? And he went back with this glow on his face, this joy of having met not the perfect hermit that you and I may be visualizing, but the hermit who cared for him, who loved him, who gave him that water when he needed, and who comforted him. And Thich was so happy with this experience. He went and joined his friends back. They all were eating. He ate quietly. He didn't feel like speaking a word with anybody. In fact, for a couple of days, he still only, like, how we would also cherish or even like the animals, they ruminate on something. He actually cherished and ruminated on that particular thought, and only when he felt very satisfied that yes, this has now become a part of me, he was ready to share that story with his friends and with everybody else. So when I read this story, I felt this is so beautiful, because when he was disappointed and when he didn't find the hermit in that hut, he specifically writes there that when we are little, we have a lot of hope, and with hope anything is possible. That's something which I so strongly believe in, that when there is hope on which you ride, your journey is never going to stop, and your journey could continue even out of this world. Who knows tomorrow when our eyes shut, what are we all going to do? Nobody knows. But even just the thought that you're hopeful, it makes you feel so good. So I remember when I had applied to TISS for my diploma in counseling, and they asked me to write a little bio about myself, and I was wondering, what should I write? And this beautiful quote, this we have heard, where there is a will, there is a way. But because of the hope that was so overflowing in me, I could add another line to it saying, and where there is hope, there is life. And that made me so happy, and that's what I've been living by. We all have our ups and downs. I've had my share of those, but being hopeful is something that is very, very close to my heart. And the other thing which I strongly resonate from the story is that belief that the Almighty loves me and He cares for me. In the story, it was Buddha for Thich. I don't know who my Almighty is, but I do believe there is a superpower caring for me and for caring for all of us for that matter. And it gives me a lot of joy. So I'm so happy sharing this piece of my life with all of you, and I'm very happy sharing that whenever I tell stories to children, they really transport me to a very, very different space. And today I kind of experienced that listening to everybody's stories. There was such a beautiful rhythm of life flowing through everyone's stories. And thank you, Khushbu, thank you, Somrita, for actually organizing this. What a beautiful way to pamper ourselves with offering a listening space, where in this fast world, this has become a luxury. So thank you for offering us this luxury, and thank you all the gorgeous, beautiful souls here who have shared absolutely fabulous stories, and we all deserve to enjoy this special International Women's Day. So a very happy Women's Day to all of us, and I really wish that we all can start believing in this fact that in this ocean of universe, we all are a little speck, but in that little speck, the entire universe resides. And that's our power. Happy Women's Day once again, and love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome. What a pleasure. What a pleasure.
Let's give a round of applause to each
all of us.
To our own selves. Yoo-hoo!
Love it.
Thank you guys so much for joining in. Enjoy your day. Bye bye. Take care.
Goodbye. Have a lovely evening.
Happy